And 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Thank you again for coming back and listening to Buddy Talks. This is your friendly neighborhood podcaster, Marvin. And we're here to talk to some buddies and kind of get down and dirty with some stuff. Tonight, we have one of our returning guests, an exceptional guest, a live studio audience to some, and to others, Anna. How's
Hello.
it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. We got some good topic tonight.
I think
So
so.
we got some that wasn't even proper grammar, but it's
No.
that good that I enjoy it because it's the holiday spirit and I want to
It
get
is.
into it.
It's very relevant.
But before we do that, I just got to do a little bit of housekeeping. I just want to remind everyone, thank you again for listening to us. And if you can go ahead and give a 5-star rating and a written text review, it would be fantastic because that's going to allow us to get out there, give out those digital hugs, and spread the love across the world.
Spreading the love.
Yeah. No soundboard guy. Didn't connect it.
There was a visual spreading of love.
It was. Just close your eyes and just feel the warmth of the love spread. Exactly. So soothing. So calming. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get to the first little portion, which I'm renaming. It used to be, where's your head at?
Vibe check.
Vibe check. We're hitting you with the vibe check. So Anna, how you vibing? How's everything?
Yeah, things are going. It's a little up and down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Work stressful. Weekend.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what I say every time. Things
Oh.
are good. Things are not good.
Well,
We're
I mean,
carrying on.
your line of work can be very stressful.
Yeah. But we had a really productive, exhausting,
Oh my God.
but productive day, which inspired our topic.
Indeed. It definitely does inspire a topic. My vibe check for me is I'm doing actually okay. My stress is kind of the big portion of it with work has finally gone away. So I got that taken care of, and I got a lot of good feedback from the work that I did there. So I'm feeling great about that. Pushing into the new year here in a little bit, just looking forward to doing more big and fantastical things, especially with podcasting, and who knows what other surprises may pop off. Just a shout out goes out to Opus Garza. Hopefully we'll have more content for you. But jumping back to what you were saying, we had a very long and productive day. That day entailed shopping for Christmas.
Lots of shopping.
Lots and lots of holiday shopping.
What did you say, like 7 hours of shopping?
I want to say at least, because let's say it was a work day.
Yeah.
It was an entire work day. Felt like it too. And all sorts of people and craziness out there.
Had a quick working lunch.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely was, because we were still game planning, kind of getting an idea of what we were doing during lunch.
Got the phone out, out of things.
But yeah, and the thing is, I think I finally put all my ideas down into a nice cohesive notepad this morning. And the fact that we got the majority of it done,
Yeah.
I feel very awesome about that.
We woke up and you had 0 ideas of gifts.
Oh, I had kind of
Inklings.
inklings.
We left the house an hour later with a full, fleshed out list.
Oh, we had a full plan.
7 hours later, we came home, executed.
Yeah, 90% of that list.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 people that I have to get stuff from elsewhere because we didn't go anywhere where they had what we needed.
Including me. You still need to get me all the things.
That we'll get into at another time.
Another time? Okay.
Probably when we do our gift exchange. But if you guys hadn't noticed, that our topic today is gift giving. How it's changed, what you love about it, what you hate about it, what you plan on doing with it, and all of that fun stuff. So Anna, tell me about your... Okay, if for those of you who don't know, okay, if you've ever seen the show Parks and Rec, Leslie Knope was known for being an exceptional gift giver. Anna has definitely channeled her inner Leslie Knope when it comes to gift giving. She does a phenomenal job. I tend to shoot from the hip, fly at the seat of my pants, whereas she's very calculated. So Anna, tell me, what brings you to be so calculated and focused when it comes to gift giving?
I don't know if I would say calculated and focused.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think not?
I feel like I never make a list of what I'm going to buy people. I never sit down and say, these are the 7 people I need to shop for. Mm-hmm. These are my ideas. This is how I can check it off. Mm-hmm. I'm mostly starting, usually, this year's a little different for me. But all year round, I Christmas shop.
Yeah.
Whenever I go on a trip with someone, I keep in my mind what is something that I could buy that they would think of at Christmas.
Okay.
My mom and I, we went to Plains, Georgia. She went to the bathroom. I went in the gift shop and got her hat.
Okay.
For Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you tend to you do the slow burn long con when it comes to gift giving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always looking around, always have in the back of my head, what is something this person might like.
Yeah.
If it's August and I see the perfect gift for someone, I'll buy it. And I have a box.
Yeah.
Where all my Christmas stuff goes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I tend to not do that. Usually, or after my birthday is when I kind of switch gears and start thinking about Christmas stuff. But once December hits is when I actually go out and start executing some of said plan.
Usually from like October on is when I start really thinking, okay, what do I have for what people? What do I still need for other people? Do I have enough? Do I need to get more? Mm-hmm. And get a little more focus with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Not just letting the item speak to me and call out if they want to be a gift or not.
Gotcha.
But I make more of an effort to go into stores in those 2 months. Which this year, things just got away from us. So.
Yeah, it got
like today
busy.
Was the first day we really did shopping.
This was probably the latest that we've actually gone into like the whole idea of like getting ready for Christmas.
Right.
Because we didn't even do Christmas. Our usual creative cards this year.
No.
We didn't have time.
Everything got away from us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Thanksgiving was super late.
It really was.
And I don't usually start thinking Christmas until Thanksgiving. If you listen to our Thanksgiving episode,
yeah,
you kind of know our ideas of Black Friday.
Yeah.
And the shopping mayhem.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah.
So we had last weekend and this weekend. And then I leave town on Saturday.
Yeah.
So really had to
it's
pile it into one day.
We really did. We didn't. This was our last weekend, essentially, to do whatever we had to together. So yeah, we had to get everything done, and yeah, it was pretty brutal.
So my question to you.
Okay. Oh, I love this.
I know I'm a very involved guest.
Hey, I love it.
What is your gift giving style?
My gift giving style is I have a couple of criteria, and I feel that it's a little bespoke towards certain individuals in my life. Like for me and a good friend of mine, Jeremy, usually whenever we get stuff is pretty frivolous. We were both like children, so we get each other stuff that we would really want to get for ourselves, but we'll see something cool and we'll get it for the other person. For some other friends, I'll see if there's something that they are needing, Or the main draw is I will try to find something that I feel speaks to me that reminds me of said person.
Okay.
So if I'm out and about, I try to come up with some ideas beforehand, and if nothing like that speaks to me, I'll kind of be out and about trying to come up with something regarding that person that reminds me of them that really speaks to me. It's like, this right here reminds me of so and so. I think they need this.
Okay.
And that's how I kind of go down the list of I sometimes try to get something that may be nostalgic for them, or something to spark some sort of memory or joy. I try to do little things like that speaks to me about their character.
Okay.
Yeah. I've almost spoiled many things about what I've given people in those last couple of minutes. That's why I had to kind of slow down.
I know, you have to be careful.
Yeah, because this is coming out before Christmas.
And
so.
your gifts are under the tree.
Yeah? All my gifts?
A lot of them.
Oh, really? Okay. Not as many as I thought, but it's okay.
I didn't say all of them.
That's true. That you always surprise me.
I do.
You always surprise me.
And you will be surprised by what's under there.
Yeah? So how is your gift giving style? How do you go about?
Well, like I said, all year round,
Yeah.
I kind of... I pay attention to what people say.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what I gave you last year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that your cord thing.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
One day he was talking about how many cords he had.
Yep.
And I filed away in my little head.
Mm-hmm.
He said he needs something to put his cords in.
Yeah.
And I have a list on my Amazon of secret gift ideas.
Yeah.
So whenever someone says something and it makes me think of something, I'm like, oh, put that on the list.
Private list?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever I see something on the internet, I'm like, someone might like that. Put it on the list.
Okay.
So that's all year round, like cultivating this list of things people might like.
Okay.
And I don't go into it with, maybe I should, but any like limits, or like some people have an idea that they're done shopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm never
You're
done.
never done?
There's been times where I'm wrapping presents and I'm like, oh, I'm getting my mom like 20 things. We'll hold a couple of these back for next year. Like,
Yeah.
but I'm always shopping. I'm always collecting things to give people
Yeah.
because I love, and they're not extravagant, but I love that little opening something and seeing like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
The cord thing I gave you, you're using every day.
Oh, yeah. It's gotten a lot of use, especially past couple days.
Yeah. And it was probably $5. So it wasn't
Very awesome.
anything huge,
Yeah.
but knowing that it's something you needed
Yeah.
and you weren't buying yourself made me happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it fit the need.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's interesting just how we both kind of approach the whole idea of gift giving. Now, for you, I know you. Do you have like when you're looking at gifts for people, is there no cap, or do you try to keep it under a certain amount?
There's no total cap.
Okay. Okay.
I probably couldn't tell you how much I spent on your gifts
Yeah.
or my mom's gifts.
Yeah.
Marvin and my mom get spoiled on Christmas.
I'm fine with that.
At some point as a child or having a job,
Yeah.
I realized my mom didn't get a lot of presents and we got a ton.
Yeah.
So I kind of took on the Santa role
Okay.
of giving her presents, filling her stocking.
Yeah.
So what now happens on Christmas is everyone else finishes and my mom and I are still sitting there
Yeah.
opening presents from each other.
And it's cool just seeing, like, I got to witness both you guys just kind of doing your thing, opening gifts, and just seeing how happy you guys are opening each other's gifts. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see when yours gets here, the showstopper.
He's been hinting towards this showstopper.
I'm not gonna lie, it's not like, because we've exchanged gifts a couple times now, and we kind of, we're usually pretty good about like price wise and everything, but I definitely removed the cap on this one.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
the cap has been removed.
the cap has been removed on a showstopper, and once it gets here, I'm very excited. Very excited.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's something that you're gonna love. And it, like I said, it's one of those things, once I saw it, I was like, this speaks to me. I can see this for her.
Okay.
Most certainly.
Okay.
I'll just let that stew.
So.
Uh-huh.
When someone asks, what do you want for Christmas? Or what do you want for your birthday?
Uh-huh.
What is your thought process? How do you answer that question?
Honestly, being a grown-up and being able to buy whatever I want most of the time, I usually get a lot of stuff already that I like.
This is true. It makes it very hard to buy for him.
And you're not the first person to say that. I have a habit of just kind of pre-ordering stuff because some things are just very difficult to come by. And I don't want to miss opportunities sometimes.
When it comes to games and movies and figures,
yeah,
none of that can be bought
yeah.
for Marvin.
Well, I've actually calmed down on the movies. I actually haven't bought a movie in a while. I think the last movie that I bought was Infinity War. No, Endgame. Avengers Endgame. That's the last one I actually bought.
Right.
I've done pretty good about that. Figures, I've definitely... I go nuts with that.
But if there's a movie that you love enough for me to say, definitely need to buy this one for him, you will buy it yourself.
Not lately.
Yes.
I was given Far From Home, so that one I didn't get. That one was from Adam, so he was cool about that. But actually there were a couple things. There are a couple things I thought of today. I was like, oh, this would actually be really cool, but I didn't get it. I didn't pick it up because I didn't want to... things I didn't know were out yet, especially.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't know. But yeah, figures are definitely... I know that's really difficult about that. But for most of the time, to answer your question, I usually let the person know, I was like, I'm generally happy with whatever they get me. It's the thought that makes me happy. The fact that they took time to think about me and kind of get something that they feel that I would like, that alone pretty much is what I enjoy. So I'm pretty cool about just about anything. So it's for me, it's the thought that counts. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my approach to it. What about yourself?
Well, until I met you, I never had a wish list.
Okay.
I never had a list that I would tell people what I want.
Really?
Yeah. I used to make a list of books I wanted.
Okay.
Because similar to figures, I would buy myself books or get them from the library.
Yeah, books.
So that's more of
I don't even bother.
List of, these are 20 books I promise not to buy or read myself, but I'm interested in.
Gotcha.
Right now.
Gotcha.
But then meeting you, and you wanted a list.
Yeah.
So then I had to kind of shift my mind. With my mom, I would give her vague ideas of, I just got a new apartment. I need kitchen supplies. I just got a job. I need stuff for the kids.
Yeah.
Every now and then there's a couple specific things I'd mention, but for the most part, just vague. Kitchen supplies. I need general stuff.
Yeah.
And then she does a really good job at running. She knows me kind of well.
Yeah.
Turns out after birthing someone,
yeah,
you know them. But you don't know me that well. And by the time it came to gift giving season. We
Yeah.
hadn't been together a year yet.
No.
Just like 6-7 months. I don't know.
About 8 months.
Yeah.
Well, 7 months because, yeah, you know how time works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to flip my mind of how do I request gifts? Because I don't want to know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, these are the 3 things I want, go buy them.
Yeah.
That's not fun for me.
Yeah. I generally, unless it's something I really, 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 really want.
Right.
But I think the last time I was like that was when I wanted an iPod, when the iPod video came out years ago.
Yeah. So my list that I make for you, I put some vague things like garden stuff or something like this. Like, this is a nice pillow. Maybe some more pillows like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just a lot of stuff. Like, I try to have a pretty big wish list.
Yeah.
So I can't look at the boxes under the tree and say, well, there were 12 things on my wish list.
Yeah.
Only one was that size, so that must be it. like that whole idea of ruining the surprise
Yeah.
is no fun for me.
That's true. I'm pretty much, I'm very similar. I like the surprise of not knowing what I'm getting. I think I may have an inkling of an idea of one thing I may be getting from you. I'm not going to say what it is.
What do you think it might be?
I'm not going to say.
What do you think?
I can't say
Why not?
because I don't want to. I don't want to ruin anything.
I think
don't
I
want to
might know
win.
what it is.
You probably do.
I think you think I dropped a hint,
Yeah.
but
This
it was
is-
not.
This is like a crazy game of chess that we're
I know.
playing.
How can we talk about these things without saying the actual?
Exactly, without
thing.
actually coming forward and saying exactly what it is. But I think I have an idea, and we will revisit this later to see if I was right or not.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas about what I may have gotten you yet?
No.
Awesome.
There is a large, heavy box, and that's the only thing under the tree
Yeah.
with my name.
Yeah. Right now,
Yeah.
I'm waiting until you are not here to do the rest.
So I get to come home to a surprise.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to be.
Okay.
You're just going to come home and it's going to be like, look at this cornucopia of stuff that Santa Claus
Woo, woo.
has brought.
I love Santa bringing me gifts. He knows me very well.
He's a good guy.
He's been giving me gifts for 36 years now.
He's a good guy.
So I'm going to ask you another question because you're
That's
not
perfectly fine.
asking questions.
Oh, I like you asking me questions.
So that's how we request gifts now.
Yeah.
Now, as a child,
Yeah.
did you look through magazines or watch commercials and tell your parents, I want this Ninja Turtle van?
Yeah. So for me, it was always interesting because they don't do this really nowadays. Back in the day, Mike and I we kind of glossed over this a little bit. We used to get catalogs from like Montgomery Ward, Sears, Service Merchandise. We would go through. I would always jump to the very back of it because that was always the toy section.
Mm-hmm.
And we would make our list based on that. I would write it down, fold it up, put it on the tree.
Okay.
I need to show you a picture of this tree, by the way, because it looked like a giant pipe cleaner, and it was hilarious. The funniest looking fake tree I've ever seen in my life. I love that thing. But that's how it was when I was a kid. I would go through, and so my parents would get me, like, usually if there's one thing I really wanted, I would ask for it. And then there'll be times we'll be at the store, and they'll be paying attention to what I'm looking at or what I'm get excited for, and then they'll get me those things.
And your mom still does that with the
Yeah.
nieces.
Oh yeah, she definitely does that with the nieces. 9 times out of 10, they probably already know what they're getting, just because.
Right. They tell her and she buys them everything.
Exactly.
They want.
She's a grandma. That's what
Yeah.
she does.
That's her job as grandma.
Exactly. Which I'm very jealous of because those kids get so many cool things.
They do.
But as I got older, because this kind of is sort of like a question that I want to ask you.
Okay.
As I got older, I started working, and it went from a lot of frivolous things I would ask for, and it turned into things that I would find more use with. So, like you said, when I got my first apartment, and I would ask for, because when I first moved out, I didn't have anything really. I needed pots, pans, I needed all that stuff. And what's funny was, like, one year when I had first moved out, my mom had bought me a new TV. But I asked if I could return it so I can use that money and get the money, and I use that money to buy people gifts.
That's a very nice thing.
Yeah, because I was like, I have a TV, it's good enough, it works for me, but I want to get people gifts, and you know, I just moved out and I had spent a bunch of money already because I had just got my own place, and I used that money and I just bought people gifts, and I got other things. Like, I was so stoked for a George Foreman grill. I was stoked for just like the little things.
Right.
Like, last year you hit it out of the park with a lot of the camera equipment and gear that I got. So it's definitely changed for me in that respect. Now it went from, like, my mom will always ask me, it's like, what do you want for Christmas? She'll always ask me, do I want a box or do I want an envelope? So generally that means, do I want like an actual physical object or do I want money? And I always respond, whatever it is you want to give me, I'll be happy with. Because in essence, I will be happy with whatever anyone wants to give me, because they don't have to do anything for me.
What did you say as a child?
As a child, I wanted all the things. All the things. Because it's like, envelope, well, how much is going to be in the envelope? It was like you're playing a game. You had to think about, what did I ask for? And what I want to get out of it.
Right.
Because as a kid, you don't know any better, and you don't have a job. You don't know the value of money. You don't know a lot of those things. So you just want all the things.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how I kind of see it. How did you go about it? Because I know you're pretty easygoing now regarding gifts, but how was it for you growing up?
So we used to also look through the magazine.
Okay.
We would get catalogs. We'd circle things in catalogs.
Like Toys R Us Big Toy Book? I miss it.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember what we looked at.
Okay.
I think like little mailers and, I don't know, things that came to our house or my mom threw on the table.
Yeah.
And it wasn't always, this is something I want.
Yeah.
We'd circle things and then we'd pretend that we had them already. Like, we'd act out like, oh, when I get this, this is what we're going to do. And like, we'd pretend play with these pretend toys. And that was fine for us. Like,
yeah.
Like, if we never got the G.I. Joes, we already had fun with them.
Yeah, in your head, in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure Mom looked at those things.
Yeah.
And kind of cultivated some ideas. But I usually had like one thing I wanted.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I guess. I remember I was big into American Girls.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
When they were still historical. Because I am a big nerd and historical fiction was my jam.
Yeah.
So having dolls from a historic period with books connected to them. Psh,
okay.
that was the best thing I could ever imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a particular period or a particular doll that you remember that was like, this is the shit?
I had...
Nothing to top it.
My first doll was Kirsten.
Okay.
She was... I want to say she was a Scandinavian immigrant to America.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
She was my favorite. She was blonde-haired, blue-eyed.
Okay.
So I
like much like yourself.
I felt a kinship.
Yeah. You felt that
It
connection.
wasn't that dissimilar to the girls nowadays wanting the American girl that looks like you.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was always about. I didn't know it was historical.
There were volumes of books.
Did not know that. Okay.
Yeah. So that
ran in separate circles.
that was one that I remember. And then, so that was the first doll I got.
Okay.
And now, along with the dolls, they had wardrobes and accessories and so much stuff to go with these dolls. And I wanted all that, but my mom said, do you want the stuff or do you want another doll?
Yeah.
I went with another doll.
Yeah.
So I got Addie, who was the slave girl.
Okay.
Because I was raised part of my life in Virginia, so I really like the Civil War era.
Gotcha.
I used to play Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, the Underground Railroad, Harriet Tubman.
Right, like
yeah,
just normal childhood games.
Yeah.
Everyone plays Underground Railroad.
Yeah,
runs around a city pretending they're harboring and setting slaves free.
I mean, I was a Power Ranger, so I mean, it's almost the same thing.
It is similar.
Yeah.
You had your shows that you watched, and you would act out those figures.
Yeah.
I read stories about the Underground Railroad.
And act out.
And would act out those stories.
Yeah.
So that's when I got Addie.
Okay.
And then there were some different things through the years. We usually got one big gift.
Yeah.
Like one showstopper.
Yeah.
Of like, this is your main thing. Mm-hmm. And then we'd have some little books, crayons.
Yeah.
Like the normal little stuff that mom would probably buy us anyways.
Yeah.
But she just stops giving to us.
Gotcha.
So that we can open it on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But then around, I don't know, probably when my youngest brothers got a little bit older.
Yeah.
It went from each person getting a showstopper.
Yeah.
To we'd get like a family gift.
Okay.
So it'd be like, do you want the whole family to get something? Like one year it was an air hockey table.
Oh, okay.
I think it was a GameCube before, like.
Nice.
Like something that everyone could share.
Yeah.
Or do you each want something that's going to be a little bit smaller? And we always went for the big one.
Yeah.
Because we got the other stuff anyway.
Yeah. That's true.
Like my mom would never say, "Oh, well, they got this, so now I can't give them anything else." Because that's where I learned my gift giving of all of the things.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of used toys, secondhand clothes.
They still made it
things passed down.
Pretty nice for you.
Yeah. We didn't really care what it was.
Yeah.
We got things, we liked them. And that was it.
Okay. Now, in all that time, what was the one gift that you got that you still cannot believe that you got to this day that just is the one that you remember? Is like, that was one of the coolest things ever, and I can't believe they did this, and I'm just super stoked.
Probably my American Girls.
Yeah?
Yeah. I knew how expensive they were. I didn't entirely understand.
Are they expensive?
Yeah.
Really?
They were. And I didn't entirely understand money.
Yeah.
I knew that, getting a name brand Barbie was a big deal.
Yeah.
And those are what, $10, 15,
I guess.
20? I don't know. So I want to say the American Girls might have been 100 or so.
Oh, wow.
So, that price bracket seemed extreme. And we have 4 kids in our family.
Yeah.
So, they can't buy me something for $100 and everyone else something for $100. That seems excessive. But I know my mom puts money aside for Christmas all year round. She shops every sale. It's where I learned to shop for Christmas year round. Is that whenever she saw something she thought we'd like, she buys it. And then you don't have that big crunch at Christmas.
Yeah.
Because the money was slowly doled out over the year.
Okay. Okay, so American Girl, your first American Girl. How old were you?
First American Girl, I think I was third grade.
Third grade. So you're about what, 11? No,
I think like 9, 10.
9, 10. Okay, all right. For me, I always had campaigns as a child. So the first one I remember putting together. Well, the first one I really remember was I know I mentioned this back in the day. Like the first time I saw Santa Claus that I remember was my brother had this little remote control car. It was a Nissan 300ZX. I wanted the same thing but with the blue stickers, and I remember asking Santa Claus for that. Never got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Santa.
And then later on I would ask for many different things. I asked for the White Ranger and the Tiger Zord that I got in one year when Power Rangers was big, when that first came out and people were having a hard time. I remember making a long campaign for Sega Genesis and asking for Sega Channel because I was trying to show my parents a return on the investment. With Sega Channel, they wouldn't have to get me any games immediately. I could just connect it to this internet service at the time, which was very archaic at the time.
Right.
Do you remember Sega Channel?
No.
Okay. What Sega Channel was you got like a coaxial cable and you'd be able to play Sega games over the internet through your TV.
Okay.
But it was time-based. So after a certain amount of time, it would reset. So you could be in the middle of a game and it would just reset. I didn't know this as a kid. I never got the game. I never got the Sega Genesis. I did get a Game Gear. But in 1996, the Nintendo 64 had been debuted and it was coming out September. I remember seeing it in Walmart. My jaw dropped because Mario was in 3D.
He was huge.
Yeah, it was huge. I remember at Best Buy, they had the 9 TVs running in like unison to make a huge TV. And I wanted this Nintendo 64 so bad because I didn't really have any other video game system. But prior to that, I had an NES. Mm-hmm. So that was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
I never got the Super Nintendo. But I wanted this Nintendo 64. And as you remember in recent times, how difficult it can be to get new gaming consoles when they first come out.
Right.
I don't know how my family did it, but I think my dad and my brother worked together in order to get me an N64. And they had that under the tree. When I opened it up, I could not believe my eyes. I could not believe I was witnessing this because they managed to pull it off. I remember having the Toys R Us ad, and I thumbtacked it to my wall. So when I slept, I was just like, one day, I will have this.
So like a true Christmas Story style campaign.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was definitely like Ralphie, who wanted that Red Ryder. I wanted that Nintendo 64, and I wanted Mario 64. And that's all I wanted. I didn't care about anything else that year. 1996, that's all I wanted. I managed to get that. And then, so I don't even remember what else I got that year, but I just remember getting that 64, plugging it in, and I did not go to sleep because we opened gifts on Christmas Eve. I didn't go to sleep until Christmas morning. Like 10 o'clock in the morning is when I finally went to sleep because I was playing Mario 64 and I was just running around on the first stage, just taking it all in. I was like, this is really happening. This is mine right here. This is my life. I'm one of the kids that has the cutting edge. I have the Nintendo 64. None of my other friends have this on the block. I'm the only one with this.
I think we might have gotten that for Christmas.
Did you?
Also.
Yeah?
My mom never let us watch TV. We didn't have cable.
Yeah.
We maybe got a movie from the library or on rare occasions when we were little from an actual video store.
Yeah.
But we had every single Nintendo system.
Yeah.
And Sega.
Oh, really?
We had Game Boys, we had NES, we had Super NES, we had Sega, we had PlayStations, we had... I don't know how or why or what caused it to happen in our life.
Yeah.
But we had every single game system,
Wow.
I think. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Because I definitely didn't.
Yeah. We didn't have a ton of games. Like, we
Uh-huh.
might have 3 games for each.
Yeah.
And then I know was it PlayStation that came out with the trial discs?
Oh, yeah. The demo discs.
The demos?
Yeah.
There was one summer where all we did was play demos.
The Crash Bandicoot, like, first level and, like, Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
One stage. Yeah.
Yeah. We might have had maybe 2 other games for it.
Mm-hmm.
But we would just play through Crash Bandicoot, see who could get the highest score, who could do it fastest, who could, like, we'd make our own little
mini games out of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. Yeah, because for a while I didn't do a lot of gaming, and then the Nintendo 64 that got me back into the whole course of gaming and where I am today.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I don't remember those. Those gifts were probably for the brothers.
yeah, and you're just kind of there.
I played them, and I remember playing the Mario. Probably that day, my mom probably went
Yeah,
at midnight to Fred Meyer's to make
And
sure
picked
we
it
got it.
yeah,
She probably left us home alone sleeping because it was the 90s. And
yeah. It was cool to do back then.
yeah, I'm like, okay, the kids are asleep. Maybe I'll tell the neighbor to make sure the house doesn't burn down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go stand in line and get this game system.
that's cool that she did that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know, like, my dad was, he always wanted to make us happy. He always would do what he could in order to, like, get us the best. And I know he had a hand in that. I know he did.
Yeah.
Just like when he got me the Game Gear, I was like, that is the coolest shit ever. But that 64, mind blown, because that was the very first time I ever got anything like that on day one, where it was exceptionally difficult to get everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I also got Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
remember.
can't imagine. See, because I know you don't. Me, you know, I'm a big kid, and I still am into all that stuff, but I don't see you as the playing with toys type when you were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a child.
I know, but
I didn't sit and read a dictionary.
well, like I got some friends that I don't believe that they're like Joe or Josh. I don't think they really played a lot with toys when they were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were a big toy house. We also
Yeah.
played outside a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like go run around the neighborhood
Yeah.
and make your own fun. But we also always had G.I. Joes, Barbies. Not a ton of Barbies.
Yeah.
Probably more G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Yeah.
I think I got one that could go in the bathtub,
Mm-hmm.
and my brother got an astronaut.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, as a child, I think I was young. I was maybe 4,
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
I have vague memories of it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand that some go in the bathtub and some don't.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did the astronaut splash down?
One of them splashed into the bath, and then I didn't understand what happened. I was like, this one went in the tub and is fine.
Yeah.
This one went in the tub and is not fine
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, and then one year,
Mm-hmm.
this was 2nd grade, because we had just moved to Oregon.
Yeah.
Moved to Oregon beginning of the school year. We lived at one house in Astoria.
Yeah.
And for that Christmas, I got a Cabbage Patch doll. And it was during a time where they would come with a sibling, maybe. Like, there was a little envelope that you, like, dissolved in water.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I vaguely remember that. And so something would be like twins or something?
Yeah. So then you mail it in, and they send you another one.
Wow.
But probably first of the year, we moved.
Oh, no.
So I made my family. Well, my mom said she did. I don't know
Yeah.
if she actually did. I
Yeah.
remember we drove by the house a couple times.
Yeah.
Every day was my hope to drive by the house to see if our doll was there.
Mm.
I did get it.
Oh, so you did get the sibling, but you never actually got the sibling.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we found it.
Okay.
I don't know if it was mailed to that house or if...
Got forwarded or something?
Yeah, this was before the internet when you can just submit a change of address
Yeah.
to the company and say, hey, boop, 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 this is my address now.
Yeah.
Mail this piece of paper
Yeah.
and they mail you a doll.
Yeah.
But I got it.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing commercials and stuff like that, but I never, like, as a kid, I wasn't really into G.I. Joes. I didn't have a casual. I had a My Buddy. But, like, Ninja Turtles and stuff was my jam, so that was what I got mostly of.
My mom thought that dolls would give us empathy.
Oh, okay.
So we would have dolls.
Yeah.
Also, I was a very mothery child.
Were you?
So I
You were the matriarch?
wanted to take care of babies.
Okay.
My baby dolls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Didn't you have one naked? Wait, was it Naked Baby?
Heavy baby.
Heavy Baby.
Heavy baby. this doll
Yeah.
that I think someone gave me for Christmas. Probably one of my first or second Christmas.
Uh-huh.
The thing weighed, no joke, I picked it up as a grown person,
Yeah.
like 15 pounds.
That's hilarious.
Like, I expected to pick it up and be like, what was I talking about, heavy baby? This thing is light. But I was like, whoa.
This thing's got
This
some
is like...
heft.
So I would carry her around, but I think her hair or her head, just like headlock it and drag her. Like,
That's awesome.
and I called her a heavy baby.
Oh, and like whenever your mom tells that story, just the way you say it, heavy baby.
Yeah. As a child, I had to relate how
Yeah.
dang heavy this thing was.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only I had a not Cabbage Patch, My Buddy. That was like almost about as tall as I was when I first got it, and that thing was really cool. Still have it at my mom's house.
Of course you do.
And I think it wears my childhood jacket.
Of course.
Yeah, and underoos.
So back to gift giving, which
Yeah.
we have veered to and fro.
Hey, we're all about tangents here.
Why do you give gifts?
Why do I give gifts? For me, giving gifts is very similar to how I feel whenever I watch people eat the food that I make. So part of it's a little bit selfish if you think about it. I get that dopamine hit when I see a person's face light up when I give them a gift, especially when it's something that they didn't think that they were going to get. And it just really makes them happy and makes their day. Mm-hmm. Doing that, it makes me happy and makes my day. So it's like, especially if it's a complete surprise for them. Because they'll open up and it's like, holy cow. Is this what I think? And it's like, yes. That's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah.
And I get thrilled whenever I see something like that. Just something about it. It makes me happy knowing that I've touched someone's life. Mm-hmm. And there's a good chance that whenever they see that, they'll think of me. And it's that bond that's there.
Okay.
What about yourself?
So that's definitely part of it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching people open my gifts and being like, yes, that hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I want.
That's the reaction you're looking for.
Yeah. And I like to see them using it.
Yeah.
Your camera bag I got you last year. I love every time when you use it and you talk about how awesome it is. I'm like, yes. Yeah. Your Pro controller.
Yeah.
The cord bag.
Yep.
Like, I like seeing gifts I get be used and used well.
Yeah.
We differ on this.
Yeah.
I don't mind if people return my gifts.
Yeah.
It hurts a little.
Yeah.
But if they don't like it, I don't want them to keep it.
Yeah.
If they say, like, oh, this cord bag is nice, but I really need the size bigger.
Yeah.
Or it's nice, but it doesn't fit in this. So
Yeah.
or it's nice, but I already have it. Like, that doesn't, it's a little knock to the ego, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But then I have this really selfish side.
Okay.
Like, you called me the Leslie Knope of gift giving.
Yeah.
I have a status to uphold. Like,
That's true. Yeah. You want to bury the competition?
I want to give the best gift.
Yeah.
I want my gift to be the one they post on Facebook
Yeah.
and say, Christmas was awesome. Look what I got.
Yeah. The showstopper.
I want that to be me.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a $50 Pro controller
Yeah.
or a $5 piece of art I found at a flea market.
Yeah.
I want that praise of you did the best.
Yeah.
It's like it's my sport.
Yeah. It you do really well.
And I always try to make my mom cry.
I try to do that too.
Yeah.
I try to do that too.
With a note, a little nod to something.
Okay. Question for you. What's the most memorable gift that you gave? That you got that reaction that you were looking for, and it's just like, this is one for the books that I will never forget.
I think year before last
Okay.
is the one that comes to mind first,
Okay.
and that's your Ninja Turtle picture.
Oh yeah, that's dope as shit.
Because there's something when, like, your Pro controller, you ask for it,
Yeah.
you open it, you're like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
But you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know it exists. It's not like, oh shit, I had no idea this existed, and now it's in my life, and it's amazing.
Yeah. This thing I never knew about is now
Yeah.
a thing here.
So I have a buddy who went to high school with him, kind of connected on Facebook again, and noticed that he does the spray paint art.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Marvin likes Ninja Turtles. You have this Ninja Turtle thing. He has no idea
Yeah.
that you exist, that Ninja Turtle art exists like this.
Yeah.
So getting that, and actually my mom got it for you,
Oh, okay.
to be honest.
Okay.
I got in contact with him.
Yeah.
And he's in our hometown. So one morning I sent my mom on an errand when she
Yeah.
went to Safeway. So, but seeing you open it and get so excited,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. It's not up right this second. I'll have to post a picture of it so people can see how awesome this thing is. And knowing that it's one of a kind,
Yeah.
like just like it, it's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. That was the first to come to my mind.
Yeah. For me, you were there for this. You probably you probably know what it is. So, as we've all talked about, my dad passed 2 years ago. Every year, he gave my mom Revlon Charlie perfume. Never missed a beat. Every single year.
Yep.
He passed in October. December came, and it was probably one of the saddest Christmases I've ever had. Which is crazy because the year prior is when like everyone was in town, where my parents got to meet your mom, and like everyone happened to come by my house that night. It felt like. Fast forward 1 year, and it's just like we're missing a vital person who's always here.
Right.
We went on a mission.
We were just talking about this today.
Yeah. We went on a mission all around town to look for said Charlie perfume.
Yeah. Like,
no
we
one
looked
had
at
it.
least 4 or 5 stores, like
Yeah.
Walmart's, Walgreens.
No one had it.
Started calling places.
Yeah.
Like, we've driven all over the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah.
Let's just sit here and make some phone calls.
Yeah. Because I would always see it everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. But I knew like this was the one, if I needed to get a gift, this was the time that I needed to come through.
Right.
And make sure that this happened. because if she did not receive this gift,
Oh, yeah.
oh, that would have been horrible. Horrible. But somehow we managed to pull it out, and we found one at just a random CVS, I think, out in like BFE.
Yeah. It was random. Because you had also been talking to your brother.
Yeah.
Who was doing something similar.
Yeah, he was looking too.
So when we found it, we bought...
Yeah. How many did we bought a couple.
We got 2.
Yeah.
One from each of you.
Yeah. But we managed to find it. And when she opened up I'm getting choked up a little bit here. When she opened up, just seeing the look on her face, because I knew what it meant for her. Mm-hmm. Especially since my dad wasn't there to give it to her, but she still received it. That is something that I will never forget.
Yeah.
That's why we still manage to do that every year.
It's never been that hard either.
No.
The last years, we go into the first store.
There we go.
We have dozens of them.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
We had been... It wasn't like we put it off till the last minute.
No. We had been looking for weeks.
Right. Like every time we went in one of the stores, we'd be like, oh, no, they don't have it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pointed hunt.
No.
But we had kept an eye out. Never saw it. And
Yeah.
then it was like the weekend before, and we're like, we need to get this.
Yeah.
And then we drove all over.
All over creation. All over. It's just... Yeah, but I think... Getting that and making sure my mom got that and was able to open it up. 'Cause I remember we waited to give that to her because we knew the reaction we were going to get. And yeah, it definitely made Christmas a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if that's the right word, but it kind of helped out because it let her know that it's like, yeah, he's still with us in our hearts.
Yeah. And knowing that she had boys who saw what was going on.
Yeah.
Knew her that well. Knew that that's something she would want.
Yeah. Because she never asked for it.
Right.
It's one of those things she never asked for, but my dad knew it was her favorite. And he would always made sure that she got that every year. As long as I can remember, he never missed it. Never missed it.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't ever remember seeing this perfume outside of Christmas.
Well, and it's a special gift box.
Yeah. It's always a special box that has like the 2 different ones in it, and it's just yeah.
Yeah. Because we
Every-
looked online and they didn't have the same box.
Nope. Never saw it. But we managed to go ahead and do that. So I think that is the one gift that I will always remember.
Okay.
And that's like mission accomplished that I managed to pull that one off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're ready. We're ending notes.
Yeah. We are actually at about an hour.
Okay. So final notes.
Mm-hmm.
For all those people who haven't bought gifts yet, top 3 gifts that you think someone should go out and get and satisfy someone in their life.
Is that someone I think anyone can
Yeah.
work with? How old is said person?
Adults.
Okay, an adult.
Yeah.
I think some sort of cookware.
Okay.
That's always a safe bet because especially a lot of people, they don't have a lot of stuff. So any sort of like utensil or like pans and stuff like that, a lot of people don't have that because they don't know what they don't need until it comes to a time where they need to do something. So I think that's usually a safe bet.
Okay.
As I know you don't like this as much, but I think gift cards are always fantastic.
Yeah, Leslie Knope does not give gift
Yeah,
cards.
I think-
No one posed a gift card and said, "Oh my gosh, this is exactly."
Yeah, I think.
But I agree. Safe
gift card
bet.
is a safe bet because it could be used and it's very versatile.
Now, what kind of gift card?
I say Amazon's a really safe bet
Okay.
because they have just about everything that you could think of.
Okay.
It can be used. I wouldn't give someone a Kmart gift card, especially in the current climate, or Sears, because, they don't really exist anymore. But Amazon isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Jeff Bezos is just lining his pockets more and more.
Yeah. So give him some more money.
Yes, definitely. That's something that will happen. And finally, that's a tough one. I covered the cookware. I covered a gift card because that's pretty versatile. I'm sure you already have your 3.
I'm thinking of right now. I don't have answers when I ask questions.
That's true. That's true. I'm trying to think of what could be like utilitarian. That's utility wise. What can be used? Tools are also very, very good to have because it's one of those things. It's just, you don't know what you don't what you need until it comes a time. It's like, oh wait, I need to do.
So like
this.
a nice screwdriver.
Yeah.
Versus the one you might have picked up.
Yeah, or like a random socket set, or one that has kind of like a screwdriver with multiple bits, with like a flashlight and something like that. Just because it's something that everyone can make use of. And I feel like if you're really not sure and you want to, like, something that's safe, that's something, because I have a tool set that I keep with me. That was my dad's in my car. Mm-hmm. And I always had to bust it out for something random. I never know when I'll need to, but it's nice to have just in case.
Okay.
So I probably say some sort of tool set like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my 3.
Yeah.
Should come as no surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I think books are excellent gifts.
Books are always very good.
Cookbooks, if they like cooking, if they like gardening, go get a book of garden stuff.
Okay.
Beautiful pictures. I think like coffee table books.
Okay.
Are really good for that. Like something I would never buy myself, but when people give them to me, I'm like, oh, I like this. I like looking through it.
Yeah.
I agree with cooking.
Yeah, cookware. People don't realize what they need.
And it's not something most people treat themselves to.
Yeah.
You have one spatula, you use it every year, and it's just fine. But then you get that new spatula, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
This is how good a spatula can be.
Or a mixed set of bowls.
Right. So I'm going to cop out and take your answer for that.
Okay.
And then my last one, I think, like creating something or finding something artistic or personalized.
Okay.
So.
That's a good one.
Like going to a little, thinking of something they like, and gave you a little Disney print one year.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, they like Disney. Let me find something Disney related.
Yeah.
That maybe he'll like, or the Ninja Turtle thing.
Yeah. I usually do some sort of art sometimes for people.
Or if you're crafty, bust out your craft skills.
Yeah. That's always good.
Make a little cookie basket or, just something. Because even if it's not perfect, even as an adult, getting things from adults, that from the heart feeling.
Yeah.
You can't really beat that.
Yeah. Especially it's kind of one of a kind. It's
right.
It's that, and it's theirs.
Yeah. So those are my 3.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And on that note, we have come to the end. I'd like to thank you again, Anna.
Thanks for having me.
You've given me the gifts of being on Buddy Talks.
Oh.
Yeah, if you guys have any ideas or any questions or comments about what sort of gifts, I will get to them. I'll definitely try. But you can always email me at buddytalkspod@gmail.com. I definitely, that's probably one of the best ways to contact me. Or you can see any of the sort of links on buddytalkspodcast.com. That way you can see my Twitter, the podcast Twitter, anything like that. You can also email through there. And I can be found on Twitter at TheArtfulGent. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you again, Anna. And I hope you have a fantastic gift-giving adventure. take it easy, everyone. Time is running out, so make sure you get those gifts for Christmas or whatever holiday you want to celebrate. Take it easy, everyone. Bye.